And this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio in Philadelphia, as the Army Black Knights have won their season opener against Temple. A big upset, 28-13. And Army was noted as much as a 19-point underdog in this game, so quite an achievement for Jeff Monken in his third year to have a win against a bowl team, a top 30 team, a very big, physical, and talented Temple team. And Army was able to make plays and to overcome some missed kicks. They had missed a field goal early. They had a kick blocked in the second quarter that could have led to a touchdown. The defense was able to hold and force a field goal. So it really was a day where Army gained confidence, both in their offensive line, so they started to make their third down conversions, even fourth down conversions. And then the defense was just able to keep Temple from getting any momentum offensively, and then make big plays. Certainly the tip in the first drive was very important with the interception by Andrew King, and just other plays along the way. Sacks. Alex Ackerman had a couple of sacks today as Ken Brinson put pressure on the quarterback. A lot of good defense in the secondary. Coach Monken said he really liked the way the linebackers were stepping in front of the Temple receivers. So this is a game that really Army can build from. They can really build a season around because, I mean, it really wasn't a game they expected to win going in. And they were a big underdog, and they were able to show their maturity on both sides of the ball. The offensive line played as a cohesive unit. The running backs, the group, Andy Davidson, Jordan Asbury, the new freshman, Darnell Wolfhawk, and of course Ahmad Bradshaw, someone who's really playing with so much more confidence and a little more physical strength this year than he did last year when he was playing his first collegiate games. And so you see that. And then also on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, it all starts with the two inside linebackers, Jeremy Timpf and Andrew King, the two seniors. Leadership they bring and their ability to make plays, the athleticism they bring to their play. And then, of course, the cornerbacks, Brandon Jackson had a big game today with interception and a key deflection late in the game that stopped what could have been a Temple scoring play. And, just across the board, Ryan England. And then up front, the defensive line for Army really handled a huge offensive line for Temple. Temple came in with their offensive tackles 320 pounds apiece, and their guards and center were an even 300. And that's big. That's hard. And Army was able to say they didn't get worn down, and basically the offense was able to stay on the field. They did, they kept making these third down plays. They made a couple of key fourth down plays. So something for Army fans to really be excited about. I just can imagine all over the world there are Army alumni who are excited about this football team and this win today from, our old officers and soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan. We're following it in Korea. That's what is so neat about this team. It brings fun and enjoyment to so many military members serving around the world and serving in the U.S. So it really is a neat day. Just kind of looking at some of the statistics. Andy Davidson had a huge day for Army. 22 carries, 121 yards. Jordan Asbury, 53 yards on five runs. He was really working well with Ahmad Bradshaw doing the pitch play. I mean, he averaged 10.6 yards a carry. And Darnell Wolfhawk on his first collegiate start, 12 carries, 52 yards. And, of course, I got to mention, I forgot Andy Davidson, the 2 touchdowns. And Ahmad Bradshaw had a touchdown. Tyler Campbell had a touchdown. So this is like where we saw the Army offense a number of years ago, where you could count on them scoring 28 points a game. But now the defense is solid. And, they really limited to Temple to 105 yards rushing. I didn't even realize that. They limited Temple to 105 yards rushing, and passing they got 168. But there always seemed to be a big play to be made by the Army defense, whether it's an interception or deflection, that really took the momentum out of the Temple offense today. There's some receiving. Ed Kerpo had 1 for 11 yards, and looking at returns, Christian Drake had 39 yards on his kickoff returns. And we had 2 field goals by Mitchell Howard, the senior, who is, he missed his first, and then he did very well, made field goals at 34 and 47 yards. So, and this is a grass field where they played last night, the Jets and the Eagles, in an exhibition game. So, it took a little while to get used to it. I mean, they practice at West Point mostly on field turf. So this is a little bit different, and, making 2 will build his confidence. So, a lot of positives for Army. Just looking at some of the big statistics for you. Net rushing for Army, 329 yards. How about that? Temple, 83. Yards passing, Temple did have 168, but Army outgained Temple by almost 90 yards, 344 to 251. That is a big difference. It's also the number of yards you need to have a winning game and to be able to kind of dominate. Coach Monken said he doesn't believe in time of possession, but it doesn't hurt, especially when you're an optional team. 35 minutes, 48 seconds to 24 for Temple. So the Temple really did have a lot of drives, and looking at the conversions, 7 of 14 for Army on 3rd down, 3 of 9 by Temple. On 4th down for Army, 2 out of 2. Both times they did, and that was really crucial. And looking at sacks, Army had 4 sacks on the day, 19 yards. Temple had 1 sack on the day. And obviously interceptions by Army, 3. And what a difference, being able to generate turnovers are for a football team. So next week, come on out to Michie Stadium for the game against Rice University. That is going to be an interesting game as Army gets a chance to go 2-0 before they head out on the road for 3 straight games. So if you haven't bought your tickets, you really want to be at Michie Stadium if you're an Army football fan. Cheer on this team for their win tonight. But the chance to go 2-0 on a season, it's been a while. I mean, this team, we're thinking like the 2010 bowl season. We have to start thinking about winning a game on the road at another team's stadium. Winning here, first time ever at the Link. All those Army-Navy games. Some painful losses to Temple in past years. And they finally get a win here, and we're able to sing brave old Army team in the locker room. Also sing their alma mater joyfully in front of their fellow cadets and who made the trip down. And boy, they did make their presence felt with their cheering for the team and singing the alma mater, singing brave old Army team. It really was a neat experience. So we got a lot to look forward to with this season, and as Army gets a win in its opener against a very good Temple team. Boy, their RPI is going to go up like 50 points from this, just on one win. But, I mean, they're going to be the talk of the college football community about winning here at Temple tonight, and winning, playing very strong in the fourth quarter. I mean, we were at that practice where it was well over like 120 degrees a couple of weeks ago. And, everybody got through it, and we watched. And I was talking to Coach Monken after the press conference today, and I said, the team really started to look good the last 10 days. You could see they weren't making mistakes. They're running the plays very smoothly. Everybody started looking very confident. And that's the case. That's how they played tonight. So I guess they head back tonight, but they were talking about being ready for practice tomorrow and working. But you have so much extra energy when you come off a win like this. to start your season. And so congratulations to Coach Munkin, his family, and all the coaches. The defense really had a great game plan, both sides of the ball. Very well prepared for this game today. And congratulations everybody at the Academy. They certainly will enjoy this, and deservedly so. But then there's next week. And but it certainly makes the season very interesting to look at. And we'll see how far this team can go. But next week's a key barometer. And also that game at Texas El Paso coming up. The game at Buffalo. Army now has a chance to, and has the potential to really get off to a strong start on the season. Well, they're starting to turn the lights out here at the link, so we will say goodnight. Congratulations to the Army football team from all of us at the American Legion, and we hope you'll come out. Also, if you're in Western New York watching this, come on out to the game against Buffalo. It'll be a great chance to see the team and cheer on the Army's football team. So, again, final score, Army defeats Temple in the season opener 28-13. Big night for the Black Knights, and so we'll see you. Follow us here on West Point Football Report and on Twitter at Sons Legion Radio. So, from Philadelphia, the birthplace of our country, and the Lincoln Financial Field, this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio.